Wednesday, January 20th, 2016. Why is that an important date? Because for all the thousands kids out there that were at least kids or alive at the time of January 20th, 2006, it was the day that High School Musical premiered on the Disney Channel. And here's the thing. I was actually 10 years old the time it came out. I was one of those viewers, and I fell in love with it. I really gravitated towards it. I mean, I was in 3rd grade, not even thinking about high school. I mean, maybe I was because it was on TV, but I fell in love with it. I fell in love with High School Musical. I fell in love with the music, the characters. It was actually my dream to play Sharpay in like a live version of High School Musical. And I got the opportunity to be in High School Musical 2 on stage. Unfortunately, I was a background character. They called me Delilah the Wildcat. That was my character. So, yeah, that was very weird. So, yeah, I didn't ever play Sharpay in a live version. I hope that happens one day, but till then, I'm happy to put my life out there on the internet. I'm happy to play myself online, on YouTube, so whatever. So, yeah, and before I get to what this video is about, I'm going to show you a video. Actually, I'm just going to show you a photo of me in 2006 at 10 years old. So, here it is. Embarrassing, right? So yeah, that was me at 10 years old, acting like I was a rock star. Yeah, I thought I was a rock star, and I wasn't. I was a little kid in 3rd grade. Oh my god. Notice my lack of glasses? Yeah, okay, now here's what the video is about. I am gonna say all the moments of High School Musical that I love, I still love to this day. And for the record, if you have not watched High School Musical or any of the High School Musical films yet, High School Musical 1 and 2 are actually on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, go check out High School Musical 1 and 2. Number 3, I've seen that in theaters. Fortunately, it's not on Netflix yet. Netflix, update and get it. And get Frozen while you're at it. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say my favorite moments from all 3 High School Musical movies in chronological order. And this is what I remember. I'm not writing this on my iPhone like I usually do, but this is exactly what I remember from the High School Musical flicks. All 3, and in memory of High School Musical, I'm also going to say like my favorite moments post High School Musical for the actors. Like the movies they were in, what happened to them. Like, I'm just going to say that. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first moment is from the first High School Musical flick. Again, I said chronological order, so yeah. That. Okay, so the first moment was actually the beginning, which was the start of something new. And it was Trin Gabriella singing, and the feels. I just love it so much. It was like you're meeting someone you like for the first time and you get so nervous. It's kind of like that, like and then you just became so comfortable with them. It was so amazing. And that New Year, it was like, okay, now number 2. New Year's Eve, the New Year's Eve part of it. Like, right after they started singing, they started talking, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, midnight. Then they, instead of kissing, they got each other's numbers. I don't know, like, wait, it's midnight, New Year's Eve. Aren't you supposed to kiss? But you said you just get her number. And hello! Hey, for at least in 2006, I mean, it's cool. And the flip phones. Really? The flip phones? Now it's like you're the dork when you have a flip phone. At the time, you were awesome. Man, I missed that 2000s and the 90s. I mean, okay, third moment. Definitely the homeroom scene. Everyone's back and just so amazing. Like announcing the spring musical. Sharpay acting like she's the queen of everything, which is awesome. And of course, then cell phones start ringing, and Troy and Gabriella, no idea. They're like inches away from each other, yet they don't know they're in the same room. Troy tries to call her, or at least vice versa. I forgot about that, but it's amazing. Like, it's just so cool. And they get the tension together. The feels, more feels, more feels. Just so feely. Oh my god. Of course, this then stick to the status quo. Number 4. Yeah, that song, Stick to the Status Quo. It was like that moment when you just don't care what anybody else thinks of you, and you just say what's on your mind, like who you really are. I mean, Zeke loving to bake, Martha loving to dance, and she's plus size. I mean, this is one of the very first incidents where in Disney terms, a fat person or a person who's plus size is not a joke. I mean, this girl is treated like a human being in the movie. She was and she was present through all 3, which was amazing. I love her. She's a great dancer. She's plus size, so it's really inspiring for somebody who is plus size and they want to be successful in the entertainment industry. So I love that part of it. It was incredible. I love you, Martha, and hope I get to see you in another High School Musical time soon. Exactly the status quo. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna stop counting it down. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, you'll get the point. Okay, now it's on to, I mean, you know my feels. Also love, like, when Trey actually got on the balcony after the guy friends admitted to everything, tried to meddle with everything. And I mean, he just started singing the start of something new, which is the feels. I mean, if somebody were trying to get me back, I would like someone to go outside my window and sing like that. Sing it. It was just so amazing. Yeah, I definitely love that. It's just so beautiful. I so much. Eep. Mm. Okay. Now, obviously, my feels go on to the end. The feels. Okay, now High School Musical 2. Let's get to that. And of course, I was in the live version of that as a background character. So I'm just gonna go for the movie version, obviously. So I love that. Of course, Miss Darbus just, I mean, it starts with Miss Darbus going on and on and on about summer. So that's another moment I love. Because obviously I didn't have teachers like that. But, I mean, I'd be listening intently at that point. And Jason was the only one. It's like basketball player, jock, listening intently when everyone else was like sleeping. Woo! Goals, goals, goals! School goals. I'm such a dork. Okay, so yeah. Then we get to after. Oh, what time is it? Summertime. It's a vacation. Yeah, that. And everyone's cheering and cheering and cheering. And like everyone's saying what they're gonna do this summer. And just amazing, 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 amazing. It's just amazing. Okay, now next amazing part from the High School Musical is when you see Gabriella at the Lava Springs Country Club in a lifeguard suit. every guy's dream. And my dream as a lesbian. I didn't come out yet at that time, but you know, who cares? She was so hot in that suit. It was like Disney sex symbol. That's it. Her in a lifeguard bathing suit. And Troy just out there like, hey, like not just like staring at her like with gaga eyes. But you know, whatever. Okay, so yeah, that, and I definitely like the song Fabulous. It's one of my favorite songs from the movie, from the High School Musical 2 movies. So yeah, awesome sauce. And of course, that is amazing. I love the star. You Got the Music in Me, the Sharpay version. I mean, I love the original version, but I love the Sharpay version because it's so out there and very theatrical. So that's amazing. I Especially that was the first and only time Troy and Sharpay had a duet. So it was like Sharpay's dream to do a duet with Troy, and this finally came true. At least for us High School Musical fans, and for her at least. Oh my god, so amazing. Okay, let's next one is Bet on It. It's basically Troy saying, I've had enough. I'm becoming a guy I don't even know. Rock on. And the next one was actually the ending where the sprinklers, where like everything's okay again. Sharpay, you kind of see feels from some happiness from Sharpay with Zeke. I mean, yeah, I want them together. Zeke and Sharpay. Woo! And and Troy and Gabriella kiss under the sprinklers. It's like that's the very first kiss anyone has seen from Troy and Gabriella. And I don't know, I think they started dating at the time. I think they were dating at the time of High School Musical, so you really saw that chemistry. I mean, the fact that they were dating, I think at the time of High School Musical, and High School Musical 2 and High School Musical 3, you really saw that this wasn't acting, this was real. This was real chemistry. I just loved it, and especially that's their first kiss. Eep. And then you go to One for All, or like, what is it, All for One, like whatever that song, I forgot. It's the finale of High School Musical 2. Then you see Miley Cyrus pre going off the wagon and going completely nuts, encouraging 12-year-olds to do drugs and alcohol and having and just going nuts. That is amazing. I loved her so much. I miss her long brown hair. It looked more natural. I loved it so much. It was amazing. I loved like that. And they all jumped in the pool. I also love Sharpay's outfit, the blue dress. I mean, seriously, who doesn't love this blue dress? Okay, now High School Musical 3! Yes! Now, I had gotten the soundtrack, I think, prior to seeing High School Musical 3, so I kind of knew the songs all together. So I thought, you know, the first two films they did like the full songs all in full. Then you see this one, it's like they're cutting out a few parts. But again, I think it was because, oh well, now it's a theatrical release, so they had to skip a few parts. Now it's like now in Disney flicks they cut a lot of it out, cut some of it out. So whatever. I just loved it, and I loved the basketball game scene, or at least in the locker room, where they're like, this is your last chance and make it count. And that was like a metaphor for life, like live like it's your last. And that's amazing. Like, I just love it. And of course, my senior year was kind of like that, minus having a relationship and going to prom. Because I didn't go to my senior prom, I went to Disneyland. Woo! Disneyland! So yeah, that, I definitely love that. I loved another moment was Sharpay going to see Troy in the hallways, and she's like, so Troy, what's the big game? And he's like, yesterday. And she's like, well, good luck. Like, that was amazing. I just loved it so much. And then Zeke says, she is so sweet. That was just awesome. Very awesome. And of course, yeah, I definitely love any moment with the Jimmy the Rocket, like Zara. I don't like to actually have anything positive, see anything positive with Matt Prokop now, because he is Chris Brown on steroids. I mean, even Chris Brown didn't threaten to kill himself and kill his killer, or kill himself. Like, he's like Chris Brown on steroids. I mean, seriously? Threatening to kill your girlfriend, threatening to kill yourself for your girlfriend, and hitting her until she has a hard time breathing because she wore an outfit you didn't like? That's just ridiculous. Yeah, so I don't like to see anything positive with Matt Prokop. Now it's kind of hard for me, but I love his moments in that. I'm completely honest. I mean, I don't support him anymore, but I love him. I love that. I love Jimmy the Rocket, not Matt Prokop. Whatever. So yeah, that, and I loved another moment. Troy asking Gabriella to prom on the steps of where they had their moment on High School Musical 1. Oh, yeah, just saying, you know what? Oh, do I have to waltz? Because I don't know how. And basically, Gabriella taking the lead. That was just amazing, and I loved it so much. It was so romantic. It's like, and then they just started dancing in the rain. Beautiful. And that, I mean, it was just incredible. And another feel. Here's another feel. Another moment I loved. Ryan going to Kelsey with the intention of getting what Sharpay wants, because she's obviously manipulating him into doing what she wants. Again, I thought that was solved in High School Musical 2, but who cares? So yeah, right, and it's just like you really see now a relationship. It's like he's really starting to like her. Yay! Yeah, now after seeing that, I wanted Kelsey and Ryan together. Like, that was so beautiful. And it just, I just want to be with you. It's just beautiful song, beautiful. I just loved it so freaking much. Next feel, Chad manning up, getting up on a table in front of the whole school, saying, Taylor McKessie, will you go to prom with me? And she's saying yes. Like, it's like, wait, what would happen if she said no? Like, that's kind of like what is like the big promposal. It's like the guys in relationships are setting them up for success, while the guys who are single, they are screwed. Whatever. They're screwed. They're setting just a single guys up for failure, and us women for big expectations. I mean, my biggest expectation in high school for my senior prom was just having a date, and that didn't even happen. Yeah, me, the feminist, wants a date to prom. Yeah, I went to Disneyland. So that kind of excuses it. Yes. Okay. Next one. Gabriella going to Stanford, and Troy saying, "Go." It's like that statement, if you love something so much you let it go, but if it loves you back, it's yours forever. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't in the first place. It wasn't yours in the first place. And it wasn't meant to be. Now that is just amazing. And the fact that he just encouraged her to go. And when she said, you know what, I want to stay here, take classes in Albuquerque, then go to Stanford when I'm ready. And he just said, go. I know you want to go. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I support you in going. It's going to be hard, but I support you. It was so incredible. And I'm like, usually you guys would say, don't go, don't go, don't go. Like, discourage them from doing that, from following their dreams. But Troy was like, I want you to go. You should go. I just loved it so much. And Troy sing that song, Walk Away. It was just like one of my favorite songs of the movie. So yeah, I loved it so much. Yeah, and I almost forgot. I wanted all the duet with Sharpay and Ryan. It was amazing. I love that part. It was awesome. And then, I mean, did you see that outfit that Sharpay was wearing? Goals. Yeah, and of course another moment. Troy going all the way to California from Albuquerque by car just to see Gabriella on prom night, saying, "My prom is wherever you are." Imagining they're in prom together, it was just so incredible. And she ended up going back with him for this musical and totally crushing it. It was incredible. And of course, the commencement, the graduation, where it just, and Troy does this big speech about how they're all together. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Like, it was just amazing. And then they just throw their caps up. I mean, I didn't do that until like after I got off the stage. When we got that was my graduation. Yeah, that was awful. Okay, yeah. And then they just sing the song called High School Musical. That kind of felt forced to me. That song, obviously the scene didn't feel forced. It was so fun, but I felt like the song was pretty forced. Like the lyrics and the beat, it felt forced. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I don't care. I mean, I'm being honest. Yeah, definitely that. And then the end, which was a curtain comes down, and the cast comes up. Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, Ashley Tisdale, Corbin Blue, Monique Coleman, and Lucas Grabeel. They all come up, take a bow, and then jump up in their original poses. And then that's the end. It's just like that was like a symbolization of the end of an era, of the end of the High School Musical era. And time has been very quick to them. All of them. I mean, yeah, I didn't see the special. It was so late at night. I was sleeping. And but I just loved it so freaking much. And as seeing where they all are now. I mean, Monique Coleman's doing charity work, for crying out loud. Corbin Blue was on Dancing with the Stars, second place. And I just loved him. I loved his dancing. I loved how he did. Like, it wasn't even my memorable year. It was just one of his first dances was to a One Direction song playing tribute to High School Musical. And before he gets thinking the judges, he's like, "What team?" And most of the people are like they're just, some of them are like, "What are you doing?" Because I don't think people, I mean, most of the people in the audience of Dancing with the Stars don't know what High School Musical is. Unless they're about their kids. I'm not really sure. And of course, I'm just put this out there. Zac Efron, time has been super kind to you. I mean, seriously. Looking back, he was cute. Now, boy oh boy, as a lesbian, even though I like girls, I can still appreciate a great male body. I mean, seriously, who cannot appreciate that? Who cannot appreciate Zac Efron's hot abs? I mean, seriously. And I'm gonna say Dirty Grandpa today, not just because Zac Efron's in it, but I won't mind. I mean, Julianne Hough and Robert De Niro. I mean, amazing combination. I mean, Julianne Hough is an amazing dancer, one of my favorite dancers, and Robert De Niro is just one of the best actors ever. I mean, hello. I mean, let's just say, I'm just gonna put this out there. When Zac Efron and Vanessa just broke up, I was like upset. Like, I had believed that they were gonna be together for the rest of their lives, get married, and have cute little babies. That didn't end up happening. And Zac Efron is dating a girl named Sammy, who, I mean, probably she's a regular girl. I don't really know. But, it's great. I'm glad he's happy. And I'm glad Vanessa is happy with this guy named Austin, who was in the Carrie Diaries. And I remember this. He was in Zoe 101, which is one of my favorite shows as a kid. And he played Zoe's boyfriend during, I think, the final season. I mean, seriously, he is amazing. And I'm glad she's happy. I'm glad he's happy. I'm glad everybody is happy. And they didn't go off the rails. Like, I have seen none of them become a big Hollywood train wreck. And I felt that warms my heart. Okay, so that was basically my favorite moments, like during High School Musical and post High School Musical, the actors. So, thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye.